What transpired in the off season? Obviously, you're going overseas playing with Russia. What did you have to do physically, mentally, and even emotionally to get ready for this season with your eyes set on the goals that you have for this season?
I just really it was focusing on that season. It was getting better, getting in the gym, shooting, just getting better. And we were able to win Russian League, win EuroLeague, and it was my first EuroLeague title. So it was really just focused on that, and just then I was able to kind of come back here and kind of remember what happened last year.
Playing some outstanding basketball, even some MVP type numbers you're putting up along with this team. There seemed to be a missing piece, and then over the offseason, Lindsey Harding came in. Was Lindsey the piece that you guys needed to help you get over this hump to get to that WNBA finals?
I hope so. I think she's a great addition to our team in the sense that she's a true point guard. She she plays great defense. She's a leader on the floor. She's a good teammate. She's a willing role. She'll play her role willingly, and I think that that's huge for our team and for what she does.
What do you have to do for yourself to help your team get to that top level, to that mountaintop, to achieve that brass ring?
I think I just have to be consistent. Night in, night out. I have to continue to just play the game, and I think that rebounding will be key for us down the stretch. You can't control if shots go in or shots fall or whatnot, but you can control your defensive energy and how you make those around you better. And I think that's, if I'm going to critique myself, that's the biggest thing that I've improved at this year is I feel like I'm making my teammates better.
You do so much. You're a wife, you're a mother, you're a WNBA superstar. How are you able to juggle all of those things and still be focused, on the floor and bringing it every night?
Well, it's something I'm kind of used to, in the sense that, I've been a mother for more years in my pro career than I haven't. So I'm kind of used to the juggling act. She's getting older, so it's a lot easier. I have a fantastic husband who is supporting and loving and steps in and does whatever I, can do. And so I think that's key, off the floor. On the court, this is kind of like my relief, my release in the sense that, when I come here, everything else kind of stops and I'm able to kind of focus on basketball and playing. And, I love this game. So it's a joy.
Now, for the first time you were able to play in the WNBA All-Star Game, and then you acquired the WNBA All-Star Game MVP. You were a 3-time All-Star. What did that mean to you to acquire that particular trophy?
I think just after many years sitting at home watching the All-Star Game, it's tough for me in the past to kind of sit back and want to be there and not be able to because of injuries and things like that. So to finally be able to be there and to compete with, the best in the WNBA really was special for me.
I have to say, I've been watching this team for the last 2 years, especially this season. I've noticed you pretty much come into that leadership position the last 2-3 years. You're being more vocal on the floor. You're taking the steps that it takes to get your team motivated and to keep them focused. Is that something that we're just now seeing, or has that always been with you?
I feel like that's always been with me. But in every situation, every team, you have to take, a different role. And, leadership isn't necessarily always being, the most vocal. Sometimes it's taking a step back and pulling somebody aside and just genuinely caring and filling that role in different ways. So, I've learned from some great leaders in my time here. And, I think the best thing that I learned is that leaders come in different personalities and different shapes and sizes.
WNBA recently had the big three with Brittany Griner, Elena Delle Donne, and even Skylar Diggins coming in this year. Your thoughts on those players, and what does it take the league now even further?
Well, I definitely think they're all fantastic players. This league is tough, and I think we just got tougher, in their addition, and I think we have some great young talent coming up that'll help the league continue to grow and continue to get better. And, I'm really anxious to see them and how they progress and how they grow. That's the key thing is, it's scary how great they could be and their tremendous upside they have. When she came to camp, at Tennessee when she was younger, a young kid, she was definitely a great talent, came from Indiana. I remember, just being at camp and, Tennessee looking at this kid, and so, it was funny to find out years later that was indeed her, and that, she chose to stay at home and chose to kind of grow the Notre Dame program and play in front of her family and friends, and then now to play in the WNBA. I know it's truly got to be special for her.
You were coached by one of the greatest coaches to coach the game, in my estimation, in Pat Summitt. ESPN recently did a 9 for 9 documentary on her. What did Pat Summitt mean to you then, now, and even on and off the court? I know recently you had a chance to visit with her. Can you talk a little bit about that and what that means to you?
Well, Coach means a great deal to me. She definitely was there in the crucial years of my formation into, from a young kid to a young woman. And she is definitely somebody that I look to for advice and somebody that I try to kind of model my life after, because she doesn't just talk the talk, she walks the walk.
What's missing from this resume and why?
Definitely a WNBA title. We fell short my rookie year. That's the closest I've ever gotten. It's tough to imagine that, 5 seasons have gone past and there's been no championship. I never thought, I remember being young and them asking, I'd be like, yeah, I won 6, 7, 8, titles. But this is the toughest league in the world. And, I think it's going to be a grind, and it's going to be something that I'm going to have to fight for, and I hopefully, reach that goal.
I want you to fill in this sentence. In 2013, Candace Parker and the Los Angeles Sparks will...
In 2013, the LA Sparks will do everything possible to put themselves in a position to win a championship.
All right, so that means I'll see you on Figueroa during the parade for the WNBA championship, right?
That's the goal.
All right, you heard it from the one and only Candace Parker from the Los Angeles Sparks. She has it all. All she needs is that brass ring, and she may get it this season.